video about what's involved in going to Summernats and taking a car. People who don't know, I have a 1984 Commodore, which I'll put a video up of all the specs of the car. And I'm just going to go through the whole lot, every little thing you've got to do over the whole 4 days just to make it all happen. It's actually not an easy task, but you'll get to see what it's all about. It's well worth it once you go. Okay guys, so every time I go to Summernats, there's always things happen. My car will run perfect, Summernats is on, always something goes on. So this time, this is the beginning of it. I jump in my car, drive down the street. My tire's blown out. I wasn't even driving it hard. As soon as I got in it, it's just deflated. So now it's New Year's Day, and I have to find somewhere to get a new tire before I leave tomorrow at 9 AM. It always happens to me. It left some nice marks down the street. Before I realized, so This is my first problem I have to solve. I'm just going to check to see if it's actually the tyre, it might be just a valve. The tyre is brand new pretty much, I'll show you. But I think it is a valve, so I might just be able to take the wheel down in the morning, get it fixed. Luckily they open early usually, like 7:30. I have to leave at 9 AM because I have to be at scrutineering in Canberra at 2:30. Okay, so hopefully that's all the issue. The way I'm testing it is I'm just running air into it and just seeing if air comes out the valve. Pretty simple, and I think it is, so hopefully that's the only problem. Okay, so after testing it, it actually isn't just a valve. The tyre's rolled off the bead, so I have to get the whole tyre in, get it all fixed up, but hopefully it hasn't wrecked the tyre because it took me too long to realise and I drove on it when it was flat. Okay. Okay, so here's my engine bay. I used to have a 308 in it, but I got water in one of the cylinders, pulled it out. Been saving for quite a few years to put an L98 in it. So basic mods on the L98. It's got a VCM kit, pod, custom extractors. All up, the car made 412 horsepower at the wheels. It runs through a T56, which has been customized by Malwoods, so it will fit in the tunnel, so no modification to the car itself had to be made. It runs a standard ECU. I just brought a front cut off a 2010 VESS, and that's about it really. I run fly-by-wire accelerator pedal. I don't run a cable, and it's just a good street car. I was going to put a blower on it originally, but I've decided to keep it as a street car and maybe build something a bit wilder later on out of another car. Of course, this one I've had for 10 years, so it's sort of sentimental, and it'd be good to drive with the family. Cooling wise, the car has a power radiator. It's all brand new, which I got done at Black Track. Runs a fuel cell now. It's capable, it's got flex fuel, so I can run E85. It's capable of, I built the car in case I want more horsepower, so I was hoping that one day I'll probably have over 1,000 horsepower, so I sort of put everything in now. You know, it's got a 9-inch, it's got very big tail shaft, it's mini tubbed, everything's there to handle over 1,000 horsepower if I want to do it. Okay guys, so if you're heading to Summernats, there are a few things that you should definitely take with you. My car isn't a really high maintenance car, I hope. So it doesn't have 1,500 horsepower, but little things will go wrong and you don't want to get unstuck where you can't get nothing fixed because of a flat tire or a wires came loose, anything like that. So for me, these are the things that I bring. So I've got water. Okay, so as I've already said, I have a flat tire. I think it's the valves. They are older, so I have to go and get my jack, some stands, take the tires off, be at the tire place at 7:45 in the morning, get new valves, come back, get the trailer, put the tires on, get the car on the trailer, and try to be gone by 9. Just so I can be at scrutineering at 2:30. Probably won't happen, but I'll do my best. So, as I've showed you before, that we're actually I've tried to give you a list of things that I always take with me to Summernats. You just don't want to get stuck with little things. So I've compiled a list which I'll put into this video, and you can see exactly what you need. The big thing with Summernats out of all the other shows, It's in the middle of nowhere and it's so damn hot. Even working on your car is hot. Like, you want to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning to try to beat the heat, because everything, the ground's hot. If you've got to lay under your car, it's just a horrible time to be doing your car up. So you want to try to make sure all the little things are done. We don't have a big tent or anything at Summernats where I can park it in the shade and work on it. So unless I find a tree somewhere, that's where I've got to work on my car. So I think after I get this tyre sorted out, I'm going to do both the front tyres, get both of them changed, just so I don't have any problems. But when I get them back, I think I'm good. The car's been driving nice. I don't think I'll have any problems. I've spent a lot of money on the cooling because I have been to Summernats before, and if your car is going to overheat, it'll be at Summernats. You're going 10 k's an hour or 5 k's an hour, it's 45 degrees, it's dry, your car doesn't like it. And last time I went there in a car, I was pretty much getting like 2 laps and my car was overheating, so I had to stop all the time. The other issue that you have with old cars, being 45 degrees, you got no aircon, no nothing, so you're cooking in there the whole time as well. So little things like having water on board and stuff like that, just in case your car does overheat or it needs to be topped up. You just want to make sure you check your fluids every day and just make sure everything's optimal, I guess you'd say. So the way the video is going to work is I'm showing sort of the getting ready for Summernats, show you what my car is. Yeah, well, Thursday we'll take you through the trip. We live in Newcastle, so we're going to go from Newcastle to there, and then yeah, take you through scrutineering, show you everything that needs to go there. Yeah, just I think a lot of people get put off by going to places like big car shows. They feel like their car's not good enough, or it's just too hard. It is quite costly, I'm not gonna lie. That's cost a fair bit of money, but you know, it's once a year. If you're doing Summernats, or you might go to a power cruise, I'm hoping next year I'll do drag challenge in it, which I'd really like to do. But we'll see how we go. That's in November in Australia, so we'll have to see how that works. The other thing I'm going to show you in the video is just what the difference is in the days as being a driver. So driving around the streets and having the crowds and stuff. Thursday's always a lot more chilled out. Friday gets a bit wilder. Saturday is crazy. Tough Street gets really wild. Doesn't get as wild as it used to. It used to be insane, but it's definitely improved a lot over the time. I'm going to turn this around because I've got a car that you can see. You'll want to see this. Sorry, just I'm doing my GoPro. Have a look. How good does that thing look? It's a beast. One thing with all this rain at the moment is, what's it sound like? Bit of a stocker. I think it's got purple guards on the front. Yeah, I think it's got purple guards on the front. But maybe it's a project. Wouldn't mind a rod one day. Maybe I'll get one. Sorry about that. Got sidetracked. So yeah, so we're just going to take you through all the days, just so you can see what the difference is from the other side. So if you've only been a spectator, you'll be able to see what it's like for us going into the comp. It's definitely better having your own car. I know, like, if you're like me, every year you'll leave Summernats and be like, I'm not going back unless I have a car next time. And a lot of people want to do it. They have such good cars in their shed, but they're just not willing to. They're too scared, or it's too intimidating for them to go there. But I know they all want to. I talk to people all the time and they always want to have a car down there, but for whatever reason they just don't go. So okay, so I think that's about it. So I'm going to go get this jack, come back, take tyres off, and then yeah, have to wait till tomorrow. I think tomorrow's just turned into a really big day, so I'm going to be running around like a goose, and it is what it is. Okay, thanks. Okay guys, so I'm just heading out. It's about 7:30 at night on a Wednesday before Summernats. Just driving out to get a trailer I've hired. The trailer's 50 bucks a day, so $200 for 4 days. Would be better if I owned a trailer, but sadly I don't. I don't use it enough at the moment, so I just hire them. I think 50 bucks is pretty good. They usually drop in straps as well. You don't have to look after it, so it's about an hour trip. I have to go pick the trailer up, come back home, pull the tyres off the car, put them in the car ready for me to leave at 7 to go get the tyres fixed at Jack's Warners Bay, come back, get them back on the car, get the car on the trailer, and hopefully head off by 9. Hopefully. Like I said, every year there's always little things that just, they're not a big deal when it's not Christmas or not New Year's, but when everything's shut, and that's just before Summernats, it's just a pain. You know, a lot of the shops as well are flat out trying to get their own cars in, so it's always better if you're going to go to Summernats in your car is just try to get it done by, you know, October, just so you can sort of stroll into Summernats. I was hoping to have mine done by about August. I got it in the end of November, so then the last month it's just been long and slow. Okay, so that's the plan. Yeah, we'll see how it all plans out. Okay, here we are guys, 8:30 at night. I've picked the trailer up, it's at the front, and I'm just going to take the front tyres off the car so they're ready for the morning. Hopefully they'll change really quickly and I won't have to get a new tyre, and then we're good to go. Okay guys, so I've taken the wheels off. I was just about to walk inside, and as you can see, there's fluid down there. So I've gone over the car, and the big problem with it is when they put the power steering hoses on, they didn't tighten the clamps up enough and started leaking down onto the floor. Little things, these are little things that if you don't pick them up, they will end your Summernats. So I'm glad I picked it up the day before. I've got to go get some power steering fluid and top it up, and hopefully that'll be the only problem I have. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Guys, first day of Summernats, so it's Thursday. We're on our way down there. It's 8:30 in the morning. So I've just went and took my tyres to get new valves, so the front tyres are good now. Found out that one of my hoses going on in my power steering was leaking a little bit, so I had to tighten that up. Got new power steering fluid. That's about it. So now we're going to put the car on the trailer and get ready to go. Okay, so because my car is a manual and I have a really big cam in it, getting up on the trailers can be a bit of a pain in the bum. Got a bit of clutch smell there. And yep, okay, we'll just tie it down and get ready to head off. Okay guys, so I've got the car strapped up. All I'm going to do now is put my show plates on, which is the plates I've had for 10 years or so. I will be changing them back and forth in between driving to the hotel and back. But yeah, so we'll get that done and we'll get moving. So I'll take you for a walk around. Okay, so we're ready to leave, and the next time you'll see us will be on our way to Canberra. Thanks. Okay, here we are guys. We're halfway to Summernats. Just stopping off at McDonald's, get a feed. Car's going good so far. Been driving really well. You can see it's so smoky at the moment. It's mainly because of the bushfires in New South Wales at the moment. It's really bad, so hopefully it'll clear up. How you going, man? Okay, so we pulled up at 2:40 for scrutineering, and it is now 4:32. So it's been nearly 2 hours. We've been waiting in line, just trying to get into scrutineering, and we're just going into the building now, which you can see. But the wait is horrible. It's so hot, and this is the cold day, so hopefully after this we can just start doing some laps and driving and start enjoying it.